What's up, everybody? It's Mighty Joe W here, and bear with me today because I just started thinking of this. I'm actually thinking out loud. I don't have my thoughts together, but I was thinking, whatever happened to renting games? Whatever happened to the whole gaming rental industry? And I want to dive into this because I see so many comments of people that, and I know people personally, and I've done it myself, where instead of renting the game, you buy the game full price, beat it in a few days, and then take it back to trade it in or sell it. I'm trying to think, when did the shift happen? Because that's the same thing as renting a game, only when you're renting the game. For you younger viewers out there, let me walk you through how this used to happen. You used to be sitting up in school bored all week. You'd be waiting for the weekend because it's a game that you really want to play. And when the weekend comes, you're like, oh, maybe we can rent a game. So then you're like, Mom or Dad, can I please rent a game? Can I get a game? Can I get a game? And they're like, all right, we'll go to Blockbuster. You're like, hooray. So then you go to Blockbuster. And this is part of the experience. You go to Blockbuster, and while they're looking at movies, you're looking at all the games. And you have all these games, and you know you can only choose one or two if you're lucky. So then you choose your game. Then your parent takes it up to the front, or you use your allowance if you were getting allowance. They rent you the game, and you're so excited. You go home and you play that game. And then, depending on how many days, you can either rent it for like 3 days or 5 days or whatever. You rent it, you play it for those days, then you take it back. So it was a very good business model, man. It worked for such a long time, but things started to change over time. And those type of Blockbuster, Hollywood video places like that kind of started to get phased out. And I'm trying to think exactly when that switch happened, because really we're doing the same things we were doing when we were renting games. If you beat a game in a couple days and then just go trade it in, that's basically the same thing as renting. You're just paying full price. So I know that the digital store and the digital world has kind of changed that to where there's not as much as a need to go out and rent a game. But yeah, I was just sitting here thinking we're pretty much doing the same thing. So I'm just curious again. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just talking to y'all, having the conversation. I was wondering, does anybody miss renting games, or is that so old-fashioned and played out that it's useless? Now, me personally, and I talked about this a little bit on the video where I talked about whether or not to trade in games. The only thing I didn't like about renting the games is that I always had that feeling I'm going to want to play that game sometime down the line. Now, more times than not, I don't wind up playing a lot of games that I still have, but it's always that feeling like, what if I might want to play it? So I don't want to not have it. And again, when you rent it, you only have it for a couple days. So I guess to all you people that buy a game full price, beat it in a few days and trade it in, I guess I'm talking to you. I want to know your thoughts on that because it's interesting. We're renting games just for full price now. So again, this just popped in my head, so I don't have any deep or introspective thoughts or anything outside of that. So yeah, let me know your comments below, and thank you for checking out the video. I'm up out of here. Peace out.